So welcome back to the next video in the cybersecurity series. So in the previous videos, we were talking about passive footprinting, where we were talking about different ways to get information using pings, NS lookups, where we can go and look at the DNS configurations or DNS positions, um, and other information. So why it is what is so important in getting these informations, especially the DNS and the pings? You don't get much of the information. You can't go and check all the vulnerabilities, get all the vulnerabilities by passively footprinting. You are gathering information. So the more information you get, the better it is going to be for you to move on to the next level, where you will be working on you know uh, different other um, scannings and other methods, where you can confirm what you have got is correct and accurate or not. So usually the NS commands, what they do is they expose the name servers, so which could be a possible vulnerability, or which could cause the possible DDoS attacks, distributed I mean denial of service attacks, distributed denial of service attacks, or sometimes in DNS it could be helping the attackers, or it could pose vulnerabilities on zone transfers. The attackers could attempt for zone transfers to enumerate subdomains which you have, right? So these are some of the things which you can initially find out what it is and how it is vulnerable to, right? So with this basic thing, what we can do now is, I have my servers and the clients running. So let's go into our our security operating system, and let's try to do the same kind of a check in uh, our Swansea network. So let's I was just pinging the network, so the ping is successful, so which means the network is connected here. So let's go and see if I can ping 192. Yeah, um, ping again for swansea.acca. So when I try to ping swansea.acca, it says that name or service not found. All right. So let's go to my client PC here and see if I could get some information. Is it? I just wanted to check if it is. I'm just double checking if it is an issue with the Linux, or is it my server on its own. I think my server is. So what I have did here is I've just went in and boosted my processor and the core, the memory of the machine here. So uh, it is not a bit slow. So let's ping 192.168.1.1, which is my server. It pings. So let's ping swansea.acca, and I get a ping from here, but I'm not getting a ping from the security. It says that service not found. Possibly it is not part of the domain, and it is not having an entry in the DNS. That could be the possible issue. But anyways, I'm not telling you that, so you can troubleshoot it if you need it. But the idea here is you have to simulate as if you are an external. So if I'm going for a external organization to do a pen testing or to secure the network, I may not be added a part of the domain um, to get access, right? So this is uh, this is where the virtualization or virtual network, or the way the academic platform is arranged, so that we can see both the perspectives of an internal way and the external perspectives as well. So here you could see that when I'm pinging, um, um, it pings 192.168.1.1. So let's go into my NS lookup here. It says that SDC Swansea.acca, and it is 192.168. 1.1 is here. So let's see what are the configurations I have. Set type A, and let's say Swansea.acca. So it gives me the server details here. It says that SDC Swansea.acca is my server, which means SDC, it's a FQDN, fully qualified domain name. SDC is my server name, and Swansea.acca is my domain, and it is associated with 192.168.1.1, 10.0.2.15, which is an ad, and 20.0.0.1, which is which is my external network. So I go with Swansea.acca CNAME, and I could see the mail address, which is hostmaster.swansea.acca. Quite interesting. I could see the default TTL here as 3600, and it expires 1 day, and the details, right? That's brilliant. So we can also do our set type and check what else we need to check with our NS lookup here. Are we missing anything here? Uh, I'm not sure if we are missing anything here. We have done the C names, right? Yeah, let's do the name server for it. Swansea.acca, and you could see that it has a name server which is sdc.swansea.acca, and it has 192.168.1.1. So this is pretty much the actual information which you can get it um, from about your DNS. So let's go back here to your security. Let's take Swansea.acca, and when I say Swansea.acca, it gives me the answer at I have 3 flags here, and these 3 flags which says it is QR, RD, and RA. It's a kind of interest for me. It comes up with some uh, curious uh, information here. So what it says is recursion. It's a query request QR. I think QRQD is all about query requests. Let me quickly check QRQRDRA flags. So QR message is a query or not. Okay. And AA is authoritative answer, RD is recursion desired, and REA is recursion. So yeah, it is recursion. So it says that recursion desired and recursions available. sorry, recursion desired, and arrays recursion available. Yeah, I'm correct. So it is about recursion here. So recursion is enabled. It is one query and it gets an authoritative answer. So previously, when we are doing ITsec games, it says that it was a non-authoritative answer. It was giving a non-authoritative answer, but here you could see that it is getting an authoritative answer, and it says that it's swansea.acca. Uh, the SOA here is a.rootservers.net, and however, here interesting fact here is it is getting reply from 10.0.2 network, and the sizes here. So it's a quite excuse me. So it's really um, a quite interesting one, I would say. Right, let's trace route as well. Trace route. So I think pretty much we get the DNS, we get everything. So 192.168.2.1. Okay, no, my 2.1 is off. So I could see that it is just going on one hop. Here the trace route is correct. Ping, maybe let's see, 4 packets stc.swansea.acca. It is not getting swansea.acca, but if it is to be 192.168.1.1, it is pinging all successfully. So so the basic thing what we have done here is okay, the other thing which we wanted to check here is about the MTU size. Minus n 1400 packets is this. I want to do it for 192.168.1.1, and yeah, 1428 packets. That's good. 73, and it says that message. So it's a default setting here. So these are some of the informations which we can get from our network initially. We are not actively scanning for our network. What we are doing is we are passively trying to get as much as information as possible. So with this passive information, it is not 100%. When we are doing further scans and further analysis, we could confirm what information we have gathered from here. So at the moment, yeah, we have got some good information about um, DNS, about the pings and the firewall things as well. So which brings us to a point where here, I would say, after doing this in this network, I would say by reckoning footprinting. So some of the things is firewalls, ICMPs are there. This is something which you could look at securing it. Routing has IP forwarding enabled within the network, so that is something which you can look uh, for securing or troubleshooting, or that could be causing vulnerabilities. And then DNS, we have just found out that there is recursion zone transfers possible, and you can also look for DNS security or DNS leak, is anything available there as well. So this is not confirmed, this is not 100% that these are all the vulnerabilities and these are things which you have to secure it. But by doing a basic security analysis, basic footprinting, you could get certain information, and this is just a starting point. From here you move on and try to confirm whether these are all existing or these are some traps set for us to assume that it is vulnerabilities or not, and then we move forward. So maybe in the next steps, in the next videos, we will do some scannings within the network to find out whether all these things are already available. But anyways, ICMP, yeah, the rules, firewalls are not blocked, so maybe that is something which we can confirm here 100%, right? Hope to see you in the next video.